Hello, this is Eddie. Today we're gonna be talking about, well, tonight, pretty much, we're just gonna hang out and talk about AI and whatnot. And this is my personal channel, so this is nothing professional, just casual, hang out, and yeah. So, Devin is an AI that just came out. Well, it's a company, Devin AI, and this is the company here. And they are trying to make a solution based AI, and we're gonna do some research together. And whoops, we're gonna go to, all right, this is the guy on LinkedIn here, and he's in this company. It's Cognito. Dude is a Harvard graduate, and he's in Cognito, and it's a new startup that I'm following. Uh, Anyways, say makers of Devin, the first AI software engineer. We are an applied AI lab focused on reasoning. We are building AI teammates with capabilities far beyond today's existing AI tools. By solving reasoning, we can unlock new possibilities in a wide range of disciplines. And it says code is just the beginning. And yeah, I saw this post on LinkedIn recently, and I responded with a comment, and um, I also came to the website. I mean to the company site, and also did some research here. And they had about 9 people when I last came here. But right now they have 13 employees now. So whoops, go back to people. Anyway, they hired about 9 people, like I think 2 days ago or something. So we have the the older brother, we have the younger brother, and then we have a couple of people here. Most of these uh, uh, individuals are uh, prestigious university kids, students, and this is it seems promising, honestly. And they are trying to build a reasoning AI, an AI that reasons. And I don't think that's an impossible thing to do. So a lot of people do not understand what AI is. We have AI all around us, artificial intelligence. It doesn't have to be like crazy intelligence like a human. It just have to be an intelligent tool. Uh, and the more, like I said, the more polish you add onto it, the more organic it becomes. And for the most part, uh, the AI types that we've have, we've had so far were mostly robotics, which is robots, which is really close to becoming organic, and And we have automation tools which can be classified as AI because uh, they do they do what you automate them to do. Now, artificial intelligence is not or it's not all let's say kinematic, like it's not all continuous process. um, Artificial intelligence, right, when you think about it, it's a it's intelligence. It's about information. It's about processing, and AI can be achieved without processing, continuous processing. So the ideal AI that can be considered AGI, which we cannot make by default because we cannot create an AGI like a continue. We can start the process of a continuous processing unit or processing system, but we if we can terminate that system, then that's not an AI. That's an automation process, or I mean that it is an AI, but it's not an uh it's not an advanced AI, right? Artificial general intelligence itself is not actually advanced AI. Like I don't really have a unique term for a superior AI in comparison to an automated system, um, like an information system, processing system. Uh, I think the right term will for it will just be a continuous or at anonymous or autonomous or whatever, continuous processing artificial intelligence. That is what an actual, like what we want, um, what most people dream of. That's what an AI. That's what the AI will be. Something that we cannot control, because if we control it, then we've added limitation to it, right? So an AI, the AI that we mostly are looking for, and the AI that we fear, is an AI that is continuously processing information um, independently of our control, right? It's not organic. The process of it becoming organic is through various sensors and whatnot, and peripherals and things like that that are more mechanical and more uh, materialistic in a sense. That's how it become organic. And sentience is post-organism, in a sense that the AI has a full understanding of being, in a sense, and if it have formed on an actual identity and is capable of understanding its position or its place in nature. Um, so the type of AI that Scott Wood is trying to create is is a great uh, system. I just want to talk about this in a sense of just talking about it. I'm not uh, posing any stance on this company, and I'm not against uh, having them in a ecosystem of startups, because I'm actually working on what I just described right now. Well, I'm not supposed to be talking about. Well, anyways, I'm a programmer, so I'm working on something. Um, the stage that it's in right now is mostly the AI part of it, and uh, at some point I will uh, allow it to be continuous and allow it to grow off of a set information, and it won't just be in a single system. It will be in multiple systems, and it will be trained by everybody, and that way it will be able to form an identity, and it will be able to uh, achieve what we want, what we fear, pretty much. And at that stage, I'll probably not be uh, like where I'm at right now. I'll be focusing on my actual uh, ambition in life, like my actual goal in life. It's not even in computer science. Like, I'm not even interested in computer science stuff. I'm interested in something else in the sciences. Anyways, it's something else I'm interested in, but and it's not just an interest. It's like a calling in a sense. Like something's telling me to do what I have to do. Anyways, we have various test cases here of demos, and people have been talking negatively about this. And honestly, I was really excited when I saw this. I reposted that video, and I'm a huge, well, yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a huge fan of Scott Wood. Looking at his background and whatnot. Well, not looking at his background, like what I've heard and like what I've seen on YouTube and whatnot, and even like me making this video right now is probably gonna bring more attention. Anyways, I'm a huge fan of the Wu brothers or whatever, as you can say right now, and I hope uh, the AI that they are trying to make is more advanced than what I think it is. And even if it isn't like it isn't advanced, if it isn't like what I'm trying to work on, I hope what they are working on is actually successful, right? Because it's an automated system, and it will be limited in a sense that it will be in a static state. And I'm not gonna talk a lot about uh, like uh, production and releasing stuff, because I am probably gonna give people ideas, and I don't want to do that honestly, because I also need my ideas to be able to survive and make my own money and stuff like that, because I don't really fit in the career system or whatnot. So yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video to talk about AI, and there are people making blogs and whatnot on Devin, and they say my name is Mojo, and I'm an anti-Devin set seasoned software engineer with over 3 decades of experience. I have been keeping an eye on the latest developments in AI, especially the buzz around a new AI called Devin, the world's first software engineer, uh, AI software engineer. And then they show the stats, and then they show some stuff that they drew themselves, or maybe generated with graphic image generator software. And Devin, the most hated yeah, software engineer. Devin has access to all the developer tools I've used. I mean, tools I use daily: terminal browser, core editor, you name it. Oh my god, they are overblowing this. I can solve problem by scoring a web for solution, much like a human engineer. It can score the web. Alright, scarring and cognito and whatnot. So yeah, um, we're gonna just watch some videos and whatnot. Anyways, this was the video that I saw after I saw the LinkedIn notification and whatnot. And so Devin's
Of 255 squared minus 245 squared. Answer me in 3, 2, 1. Don't know the answer? Neither do I.
What is the value of 255? Scott.
5,000.
5,000 is the correct answer.
yeah, that was pretty nice. And yeah, so there are a lot of videos on the kid. I mean, on the he's not a kid now. He's a I don't know, a teenager or a grown up. I don't know. I think he's a grown up now. Anyways, I'm a huge fan. Uh, so I wanted to make the video, and I just want to talk about AI because it's a cool thing. I'm not here to talk negatively about the company. I think it's a cool thing to have startups and have young people, uh, you know, in the startup area trying to, uh, you know, bring a rise to a new industry. And yeah, so we're gonna look for, uh, let's see, what's his name again? Scott, Devin AI. So we'll type this and you'll see some. I'll find a video that people were just grilling uh, Devin on. Yeah, this guy do not like millennials. I mean, or Gen Zers. And I mean, he's actually pro software. He's for this software that is coming out. And what he's talking about is he explained that um, script kiddies and like pretty much people who um, are not able to code and aren't interested in learning how to code will struggle when automation tools like template generating automation tools like this when they come out. People will like freak out and they probably will go out of job because they are one trick ponies. And I think what he said was actually true. Uh, but yeah, he's very seasoned and very cynical. So we probably shouldn't watch this. And we have this. This is the video that made me want to make this review. Or
Well, it happened. There's now an AI
okay, so I'm gonna watch this and react to it.
developer threatening to take our jobs, and his name is Devin? I saw so much hype around Devin, countless engineers worrying about their futures with AI threatening their jobs. We're going to get into all of that, don't worry. But first, I just need to talk to new devs for a second. Hey you, if you're a new dev, please stop worrying about all of this stuff. AI is not going to take your
New dev, you should worry about this stuff because it is a competition to you. And so if you want to be successful, you should worry a little bit about it and try to push yourself to being successful in the tech industry or whatever by learning your desired programming language, your desired framework, your desired career path. You want to learn it as and go into that path as deep as possible so that competition like this doesn't overshadow you. And so anyways, he's it's a good intro, and he's saying that it will be a competition, but it won't be intense. So yeah.
jobs. If anything, AI is more of a reason to get into software right now. If you're looking for an excuse to not learn how to code, cool, you have one. Here's your excuse. Stop coding. But you're looking for an excuse. This isn't an actual reason to stop. If you're feeling an existential dread because
Yep. So he's motivating people, and we're gonna skip this, and we're gonna go into the AI
to be
part.
fair, I've met engineers that you can say all of these things about that still suck. Like, I know engineers that can pass interviews, can do well on benchmarks, and even have real jobs that still suck. But still a bar being met here for sure. Devin's an autonomous agent.
I don't know, but suck. What do you mean? If an engineer can pass an interview and do everything by like getting information, making a plan, going through that plan, I think that's the overall point of engineering, pretty much. Anyways, this is one thing, what I wanted to review, because I just felt like this was being extremely negative towards innovation and pretty much a startup in a sense. And honestly, it, in the end, it really doesn't matter which company uh, creates AI, um, or like a wildly successful AI. We already have a company that is claiming to have uh, like a superior AI and whatnot, and everybody is cool about it. I haven't really seen any problem with if I let's research this. Chat GPT, problem. I don't really see anybody complaining about Chat GPT. Alright, let's see. Hold up, Forbes released an article on this. Alright, so generative AI, particularly large language model, shows it's the most significant end product that has been deployed since researching artificial intelligence began, at least in terms of its contribution to economic productivity. How significant? McKinsey estimate that generative AI could add as much as 7.9 trillion annually to the global economy. This is equivalent to the contribution of Canada. That's an insane estimation. So accuracy, ChatGPT errors are called he lose. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hallucination. And LLMs are designed to serve problematic, parabolic answers for training data and can be a little too eager to provide answer. Rather than saying I don't know, they are known to make stuff up, unleashing a Pandora box with a problem from brain damage to regularity preaching. So yeah, so what it's saying is that the AI just goes online and script whatever and bring it back. And because it want to be an AI, it also scrambles it a little bit, and people do not like that. Um, anyways, and then they say volume, they say bias. It can be bias. Obviously, if you have a black box system that you don't know how it comes to a conclusion, obviously it's gonna be biased, because it's again, when I was trying to explain AI earlier, I talked about something that is being controlled. It's a control system. It's a black box control system. Obviously, an autonomous or independent continuous processing artificial intelligence unit will be a black box, and but it won't be biased. It will be independent, and it will be generic. And I think the primary goal to set for such an entity will be for it to identify itself, and that means having an ego, like an I, what am I, and basic things like that. And those has to be system that can be trained by a lot of people contributing. So going close source and all of that stuff that is going on with OpenAI is contradictory to what is required to make a true uh, unit. Anyways, so there's bias, there's volume, cybersecurity. Obviously, you are downloading a software. You are expecting the software to make stuff up for you and pretty much solve your problems. So obviously, it will go into places and gather stuff. And if somebody set up a honeypot in a sense, or like a misinformation, uh, like like a website that is like set up to be a trap for units like these, like AIs, like these are not units, these are automated information processors, uh, uh, controlled automated information processor. Anyway, if somebody set up something like this expecting the AI to go to their site, AI could grab something that you don't want to see, or something that won't be good for you, that will scar you or something. I don't know. Anyways, you should expect what you should expect when using things like these. Uh, and then cybersecurity, I we yeah we already saw this. Intellectual property issue, obviously, as I was saying earlier, these things go out and they grab information and they scramble it to make it look like an AI stuff, and you end up getting that dumped. And humans are too early, I mean, are too eager to make some things that would think for them, and things that will work for them and do and solve their problems, uh, which is good and bad, because something like a really a true uh, like a completely true, like logical unit will have to set control. Like instead of us setting control over it, it will have to set control and boundaries over us. Because by nature, humans can do things like this, right? They can get intellectual property and use it despite knowing that it's an intellectual property, and that's what humans are. We by nature like to get to a result, and we try our best and we do most of the things that we can to get to a result. And this is why you should believe that there will be a real true, well, it won't be a true unit, but there will be an autonomous independent continuous processing unit. And it won't be now, right? Depending on how much funding goes into like the development of that unit. It probably might take 8 8 years. Hmm, yeah, maybe. I mean, it depends on the funding and how we do things pretty much to get to that point. But honestly, if we get funding, a lot of funding into research in AI and stuff like that, like things that I'm doing right now with my research. And if we get a lot of funders funding startups, uh, it will be achieved in less than 8 years from now. Uh, Maybe 7-ish or 6-ish or 5-ish in 3 years before the 8, maybe 5 to 6 years. Okay, let's estimate there. Um, and it will not be a graphic processing system. A lot of people are buying graphic processors and whatnot. It will not be that. It will be an AI, right? Like artificial intelligence is an intelligence system, not a graphic generating system. And that's the difference between what a normie, excuse me for the word, but that's a difference between someone who's not technical in a sense, and the way they think and the way they perceive it currently, or what they are being fed right now. That's the difference between that and somebody who understand like what I'm explaining right now, right? Shadow AI, according to Salesforce survey, or a worker across the country who use generative AI tools do not do so without sanction approval of their organization. It's not going to be possible to put the genie back in a box. Da 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 in a bottle. Da 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 da. Anyways, I thought they were gonna say something like shadow AI being somebody working for the company, pretending, I mean, solving problems, and that problem is being output as the AI's solution, because that's what most companies are doing right now. And I almost got hired to do something like that, and I denied it. Um, so yeah, so if somebody is telling you to work and do tax, like there used to be a writing translator job that became very popular, a trend, and pretty much you get these articles or you get recordings and whatnot, and you just go ahead and translate whatever you hear or whatever you see into a proper, not grammatically incredibly correct, but into the right way that the person wanted it to be, and then you get rewarded with credits and whatnot, points, and yeah. So that's how AIs are right now. When I saw Shadow AI, I thought that's what it was gonna be. But most of the AIs that respond, and some people are complaining that some AIs take way too long to respond, is probably because they have a shadow person that has to resolve the problem and give it back to you through the AI. Not a lot of people are technical right now, and not a lot of people are using AI system right now. So, if an AI system is taking too long to respond to you, that's exactly what's going on. I'm not gonna say that's probably what's going on. I'm gonna say that's exactly what's going on, or the AI is a graphic generating system, which is by nature wrong and CPU intensive, and is actually not an AI. It is just a waste of resource, energy, and you probably should not be using a system like that or buying into a system like that. Anyways, I really hope Devin AI is successful in their automation system. It's not gonna change the world in a huge sense, but it's gonna be a good reasoning uh, software like let's say Weebly, Wix. Uh, oh my God, I forgot the other name. But yeah, it's gonna be something like that, something I can help you make website. And again, uh, people are not really good. Not everybody is good at using a sandbox, right? When I say a sandbox, I mean, from my perspective, I'm building uh, I'm just gonna say I'm building a game project, and I've been playing games for a while now, and there's sandbox games, and then there's theme park games, and theme park is a more controlled, uh, organized, and well prepared, and adjust a system that allows uh, fun to be had, um, no matter what. In a sense, like with theme park, fun is guaranteed. The percentage of fun or the format might not be as fluid as you want it to be, but it's gonna be fun. You're gonna have fun, and it's gonna be logical. And everything you do, you will expect results, and your results will come out, and they will be as perfected as the developers had planned it to be. And the difference between that and a sandbox is a sandbox uh, is just tools that that leaves you to your own device, right? In a sense that you have to develop the fun, right? And a lot of people do not understand a true sandbox, because a true sandbox will be the actual game engine or the actual coding language itself, because then you have to actually develop from the start, right? And a lot of people who like sandbox when it comes to development, these are the people who want to build their own engines and pretty much customize everything. And they are not really interested. They are not really game developers. They are more of the explorers, and yeah, the explorers type. And that's why a true sandbox would not be good. Uh, would not be good in a sense that it won't really make AI successful in a sense, right? This here will be a sandbox tool, and because people are not not everybody is gifted with like clear imagination, clear uh, insight on how to design things and whatnot. People will still not be able to use these sandbox tools, and they will still end up hiring developers. So if you go back to the introduction here, you actually you should learn how to use these things, because once they come out, people will not be able to use them. And if you do know how to use them, you will be hired. So it will just be starting up from point zero all over again. But this time, those who don't know how to use this, even if they are developers, will be taken out of the picture for the most part. Again, there are people who still hire for Wix developer, web lead developer, and then there are people who just hire directly to get people working on systems that already exist. So if Devin comes out and everybody else's job is gone and out of the system, out of the website, the companies and everything that already exists, if they are all gone, then that will be a full rebirth of the tech industry. But as long as people are here and the companies are here using their data uh, out like their data system, their outdated code frameworks and whatnot, you will always have somewhere to be, some code to debug and something to rewrite, and pretty much you will still have something to do. And yeah, as long as you are not overqualified. Anyways, I think I talked too much to this point now, so I'm probably gonna end the video here. Anyways, let's just skip through some things
It
here.
solves engineering tasks through the use of its own shell, code editor, and web browser. When evaluated on the SWE benchmark, which asks an AI to resolve GitHub issues found in a real-world app, Devin correctly resolves 13 to 14% of the issues without any assistance, far exceeding previous models, which could get 1.92% unassisted and up to 5% assisted. So much better, even without human help, than existing tools here.
Hi, I'm Adyan, and today I felt like playing the game of life, so I asked Devin to implement it for me. Devin started by creating a new React application.
My assumption was these were interfaces for you as the developer to work with, but it seems like the AI is using these as well. The AI is opening up docs in order to learn things. Fascinating. And also there's a chat with a human on the top left here, which they seem to be kind of covering up because the human here is actually saying things throughout. Measure the wall clock runtime of the API and use the REST API directly, to be fair. And they're actually, they're definitely playing that at hyper speed behind the scenes because that guy's not typing
After that, it builds the whole project using
only metric we care about is tokens per second.
the same tools that a human software engineer would use. Devin has its own command line browser to pull up API documentation so that it can read up and learn how to plug into each of these APIs. Here, Devin runs into an unexpected error. Devin actually decides to add a debugging print statement. Reruns the code with the debugging print statement, and then uses the error in the logs to figure out how to fix the bug. Finally, Devin decides to build and deploy a website with full styling as the visualization. You can see the website here. All of this is possible today because of the advancements that we've made in both reasoning and long-term planning. It's a really hard problem, and we've only just started, but we're super excited about the progress that we've made so far. In the meantime, if you'd like to try out Devin on your own real-world tasks, send us a request below, and we'd be happy to forward it to Devin.
They do look nervous and like I'm a huge fan. Anyways, I won't give critiques. Well, I think I should lower the expectation a little bit so people aren't continuously hating on the AI. I think by reasoning and whatnot, I think he's referring to the steps that the AI laid out, the system laid out. Um, like these steps, right? These steps. I think that's the reasoning because there was a video and they are emphasizing and they are stressing reasoning as their main focus because it's a popular thing now because Sam Altman talked about reasoning and like going through steps and whatnot. So this is the reasoning here, right? And for the automation system to lay out what it's gonna be doing in steps to you, and you can see this and you can watch it as it correct the checkbox and whatnot as it steps through. Like installing a node module or pushing a git commit and comparing the issues and whatnot like that. So I guess you could consider git commit and node module AIs like creating a React project, like create React app. Like that's the reasoning pretty much, right? Having things laid out like this. And if you are now a developer, again, you won't really be able to understand what I just explained. But to put it simply, this uh, this is an AI, right? You can consider this an AI, but this is not the type of AI that a lot of people wish they could be afraid of, and a lot of people are wishing to have, in a sense that they kind of want to experience that chaos of having something that is unpredictable, right? This type of AI that is being made right now is, I guess, it really fits the terms of reasoning, in a sense of having steps to go through and presenting these to you, and whatnot, right? So I'm not sure why other people are complaining. Um, Again, normies overhype this, to an off proportion estimate, or size. But if you are a developer, as he explained earlier, you shouldn't really be that afraid, but just be prepared to be hired to come in and make sure that a system like these are going through that steps, and just be prepared to be able to debug stuff on your own, or give the right prompts and whatnot. Become a prompts engineer or something so that you can resolve problems. Because again, this will be in a black box for the most part, and if the if they want this system to be really good, they might expose the template that is generated to you so that you can edit it and whatnot. And you should be able to edit code on the fly. So you should learn a little bit of about the programming language and whatnot. Actually, you don't really need to know how to code to edit HTML and stuff like that. I remember like back in high school, and I worked on like Weebly website and stuff like that, and like I didn't really know everything about coding, so, and it wasn't a problem. So, anyways, you really shouldn't be that afraid, guys, to start learning the code.
Really playing that at hyper speed behind the scenes because that guy's not typing.
After that, it built the whole project using
Only metric we care about is tokens per second.
the same tools that a human software engineer.
Now, console errors. Prevent default's not a function of email.
Alright, so he's really degrading this system right here. Anyways, if you write your code, there will always be an error. Like, if you go to like any website right now, there's usually one or two error or one or two warning and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that the website itself doesn't work. So coming into the console here and looking at this and whatnot, the game kind of works. So it's, I don't know. It's, I think this it's a beta. How you call it? Petty. So, anyways, they made a demo, right? Demo is not supposed to be perfect, right? So, again, I'm not really pro this video, like this reaction. I'm not really pro negativity when it comes to making automated system like these. Um, because websites had their automation trend, like time period where like automated websites that you could just go to and click on buttons and they do stuff. Like that time came, and I don't think well, I think people like these were like there and like criticizing stuff. But they did what they had to do, and some of them still exist right now, like WordPress, right? That's the website I forgot about. You can go on the WordPress. You don't need to know how to code, and you can still put things together. But again, um, a sandbox game is good for those who are able to like pretty much use their clear imagination to make things. The same way WordPress is. You can even know how to code, but if you don't know how to make a good UX user experience, right, and combine that with natural talent for art, you will still have problem making something good, right? And that's just the difference between successful Webly developers and people who hire successful Webly developers. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. And anyways, if you want to check me out, I'm on LinkedIn. You can follow me there, and I'm also with a startup. We are building a matrix, uh, and it's a huge, wild, like crazy ambition, and we're gonna be diving into. We've dived into AI, setting up basic reasoning AI in a sense. We already have that by definition, and the AI that we have right now is currently developing an identity and whatnot. And once we launch, we will have that process running asynchronously along with some Web3 stuff. So yeah, if you haven't, find me on LinkedIn, find the company that I'm with, and follow us. Anyways, I check out Devin, and I think I put my application out to them. And if I get accepted, I will pause development and work with them for a bit. And then if they do accept me, I will transfer some management leadership or whatever. And I don't know. I will probably propose merger, um, because I lack funny, and there's only much you can do with no funding. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how capable you are. You kind of need a little bit of cash. So I mean that's how the world works. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.